Hello everyone, this is Yael from Yael Alchemy, and I'm here to bring you the message of the Divine Feminine to her beloved for the week of September 11th to the 17th. Okay, I'm pretty sure at this stage you have watched either the message of the Divine Masculine or the Twin Flame Weekly reading for the week. So I will dispense with the intro and get straight on to the message. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, as usual, I've already prayed over the cards and shuffled them. And at the bottom of the deck which would be the general energies of the Divine Feminine right now. Here we have the Sun card. And the Sun card indicates a culmination. And if you watch a YouTube weekly, I said that we have just gone through a graduation of sorts as a collective. Okay, all the work that you have done so far, we have done together. It has paid off, and we're seeing the results, and that is the Sun card. Okay, and here we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups, here you can see this woman. She's in meditating position. And you see that the cups are surrounding her. There's a rainbow coming out of these cups. And fire and stars and whatnot. And here what this card is saying is that the Divine Feminine is now cognizant that love comes in so many different forms, and there's so many different ways in which to enjoy life, wherein your motivating factor is love. Okay, whether that be in your career, because these cups, they represent various categories of your life. It's like if there's a Venn diagram, this would be you, and an overlapping circle would be your family. And next one would be your relationships, whether that's romantic relationships, your relationship with your twin. The next one would be your career, your co-workers, and the other could be your extended family, pets, or whatever. So all these things, you can see here this sun is shining down, spreading light on all these, giving clarity to the different vessels that love appears as in our lives. And the next card that we have here is the Queen of Swords. Now, this Queen, what I'm getting really here is that this is being very discerning. Okay, the Divine Feminine collective has reached a level of consciousness when they're now very discerning as regards the energy they let in, as regards situations, reading situations, not merely on the surface, but going through their heights and the depths. She's a very adroit and perspicacious queen. Okay, she's not perspicacious, but astute in her observations, wherein she could be rather stern, especially this year's the time wherein you have been in separation with your twin. She's learned some very harsh lessons, but she uses this, if you see here the pearl of wisdom here, which symbolized by the moon, it's gotten bigger. It's no longer those little pearls. So this is discernment, using your intuition, being very honing your intuition rather, so that you can see the truth of the situation. And then we have here the Five of Wands, and this is a sign of teamwork and cooperation. See, a lot of, like I said, there's graduation and discernment, and here using what you've learned, the wisdom that you have right now, in order to coexist with others, help each other out from a new vantage point. because you're operating, it's like you're operating on a different fuel source now. Okay? And with this wisdom, even if you get into a bind or you encounter difficulties or challenges, you can see here, because here the Five of Swords, it looks like this man has been disarmed by his opponent, who thinks he's the victor, but he's unaware. And if you watch my other videos, interference right now, it's a theme. Okay, but as you can see here, so he would represent any interference right now in your path, because right now we're living in 5D. Okay, but not everybody's tuned into that frequency just yet. That's why there's still work to be done. And here, this would be the divine feminines who are encountering difficulties and challenges. But look, he's clutching, even if he's on his knees, he's still clutching his pearls of wisdom there, and he has a dagger behind his back. So, with the discernment that you have, and using your intellect as the Queen of Swords, you understand that now that any bind, any skirmishes that you encounter, any bumps along the road, they're temporary, because you can find a way out of it or a way around it. Okay? Even if it looks like you've been beaten. And the other people, they don't know that. But the divine feminines and their higher wisdom, they understand that they're not without recourse. Okay? So, let's get on with the message. First card we have for the Divine Feminine is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, here she's telling her beloved that, because this is her, and it's like, well, this is just the first card, but what I'm getting is that she's giving a report to her beloved. Okay? And here, she's telling him that she has reached this Sun card. Okay? She has reached the apex, at least the end of that journey, which she just graduated from. Because here, the Queen of Wands, and she is fire. See, all those RASHEEBA sessions that you've gotten, that has helped. It was a purification by fire. Because it's very purifying, it's fast. That's why weeks prior to the total solar eclipse, I have been encouraging those my followers or listeners, those who watch the videos, to get RASHEEBA sessions if they are so guided, because it purifies, it cleanses at a very fast, it's like very fast rate. Okay? And the next card that we have is the Ten of Wands. And again, this is a card of her accomplishment. So it's like she's telling her beloved of her, it's an accomplishment report. Here we see this woman, and she's carrying a lot. They look like bouquets. So it's like, you know, when somebody wins a race and they're handed a bouquet, she's come a long way. And she's carrying all these things that she has gotten on this journey. Of course, there are pearls of wisdom, strands of pearls, there are flowers, but they're all good. It's not a burden for her that she's carrying. But this is saying that she has learned to count her blessings and to feel that gratitude and be blessed where she is, wherever she is in her journey at this point. Okay? This is opening your heart to the universe, saying that you're grateful for everything that you have, for all the abundance, for that feeling of camaraderie that you have with others that are in the community, and basically telling the universe that she's ready for more. But she recognizes this, and that is a good thing, because when you recognize how full you are, how abundant you are, then you are being given more. You will be given more. So get ready for that. For those who have reached, of course, when I do this twin flame collective channelings, sometimes they apply only to a certain segment. Okay, it's not every day that it won't ever apply to all. Okay, aside from the messages that are meant for all as regards mission and all that. But for those who have reached this phase, who have graduated, so to speak, and that was the theme also in the Divine Masculine, it was directed towards a specific segment of the collective. Okay, so the next card that we have is the Death card. See, because part of her accomplishment is this transformation, and it has been a very difficult transformation, but which she has successfully maneuvered. Okay, she has gone, you can see here that this woman, half of this card looks like winter or fall. It's bathed in darkness. It's bathed in you can see here there's stars peeping through the branches, and the leaves are withered, and all these masks, she's leaving them behind. Okay, she's walking into the light, into the sun. That's where she's headed. That's the trajectory of this. So this is something that she should be applauded and lauded for, because she has successfully transmuted all the dark, her shadow self, things that were unclear. Now she's stepping into the light, and there are butterflies here indicating her transformation. And you see here that everything is in bloom. Okay, so just keep moving forward. Anyway, she's telling her beloved that she's moving forward that way. And here we have the Four of Pentacles. And this is her saying that whatever she has, she's holding it close to her heart. Not in the sense, because the Four of Pentacles and other decks, they usually signify hoarding. But this is not so in this card, because in this card, she's holding what she has learned, what she has garnered so far, close to her heart. But then, in her other hand, she holds a compass, signifying that there are other places to go, that she's going, at least in 3D, in the direction where her heart leads. So that is what the compass symbolizes, that she's being guided by her heart as to her next steps. Okay, and the last card here is the Nine of Swords. And see here, these are still connected, because here she's guided by her heart. And this is saying that if she encounters any difficulties, just like this last card, because you know, not a lot of the Divine Feminines, some of you are going through tough times, because it depends on where your twin is in his journey towards ascension. If he still hasn't, you know, graduated yet at this phase, then, as I said in the Twin Flame Weekly video, there is the card here representing the Divine Feminine, indicating compromise and compassion. And that indicates, you know, either patiently waiting until he fulfills this contract, this stage, he goes through that stage and whatnot. Okay? And for some that are having difficulty with that, because they are now in possession of better discernment, okay, and guidance as to where to go next, then that's why she's leaving. Again, this dark, it's sort of mirroring this Death card. We're in stepping into the light. Here, she's doing the same thing. And these are things that are causing her, it's costing her peace of mind. Things that are bothering her, whether they be conceptual And we did have a spate of that prior to the eclipse, from the comments, from not only on my videos, other videos as well, on the boards and all that. We're in, they've given up on the journey and all that because it was costing them so much pain. The thing is, when you have a greater grasp, a greater understanding of the journey, there is no pain. I'm looking for a word here. It dissipates it's almost like quantum healing once you come into that understanding of the whole. It's like you're opening up your crown and your higher heart to understand how things fall into place and what role divine timing has in it. And so a lot of the divine feminines, they're stepping away from this this energy that is keeping them depressed, making them worry about the future, making them worry that, you know, before he gets to me, he may meet someone else and yada, yada, yada. It's stepping away from that, okay? Because she holds these things that she has learned so far close to her heart. Now, let's pick clarifying cards for these. Okay. 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 For the Queen of Wands, see here? This is after her transformation. This appeared in the divine masculine, the twin flame weekly, but this is legacy. This happens after a death, and remember, this signifies her, and that she's saying her energy report after what she's gone through. For the Ten of Wands, okay, see here, this sense of accomplishment, because she realizes that there is no separation and that there is union. So there's a sense of fullness there. For the Death card, okay, see, this is theft, really. Things that you do not see happening. And what this is saying, what Spirit is saying, is that, you know how we all know that the earth turns on its axis, and that, you know, the earth is constantly turning. But from where you are right now, wherever you're sitting listening to this video, you can't feel it, because it's turning on such a big scale that it is practically, you can't sense it. But that's what's happening. You did not know that this was slowly being taken away from you, from the divine feminine. Okay? This darkness, this inauthenticity. So that has been taken away little by little, that it was practically unnoticeable, just like a theft. Okay? And theft, you know, technically, legally speaking, theft is different from robbery. Robbery is, hey, give me your money. Okay, and there's either a weapon there or what. Theft is, you know, you don't realize that somebody's either picking your pocket or, you know, stealing money from your wallet. That's theft. You don't realize that it's happening. And for the Four of Pentacles, okay. See here, this is the focus now, because this is, you can see here this lantern, it's got bright light, but it has a dagger behind it. And okay, this comes as a warning to some of the divine feminines. I'll say what the message is later on, but this comes as a warning to some of the divine feminines that in plotting their next course, if they're too concerned about the physical, the manifestation of the physical, just watch out, basically, because this is a warning card that the focus may be too much on the physical as regards the next step. Okay, wait, am I getting something else? Okay, what they're saying is that here, in your next moves forward, wherein you are working from the heart, okay, this dagger, it's sort of representative of the sword of truth. Okay, it's like the way forward, because here, this is asking for direction. Okay, this is offering the compass, asking for direction. But what Spirit is saying is that don't worry, because your next step will be illuminated by and backed by the truth. Okay, so the way will be shown, the way forward. Okay, for the Nine of Swords, okay, see here, this just confirms that you're headed towards another upgrade, new and improved divine feminine version of you. Okay, when you leave all these anguished thoughts, feelings behind. Okay, so as a message, she's just telling her beloved where she is at present, which is this, after graduation. Okay, and here part of her accomplishment is transforming herself, now living from the heart, grounding that into 3D, so that it's not just intangible concepts that we're learning here, but something that we can actualize. And here she's saying that she's asking for direction. She's telling her beloved that she doesn't quite know where to go from here, especially if she's viewing the circumstances of her beloved who still can't come to her because there's some things he still has to fix, right? And now, okay, this is the okay, you're going to be late, so what am I supposed to do while waiting for you? Okay, and this is saying that she will be shown the way. She will be guided by the truth. And whatever that guidance will be, that will propel her forward, will cause her to ascend more. And she's telling her beloved that this is like, what am I doing in the meantime? Okay, so that's what I have for you, and I hope this helped. Bye.